The GMWD V7 and the RitFit Gorilla 2-in-1 shoulder and chest press are trying to do the same exact thing. But only one of them is going to be worth your hard-earned money. Today I'm breaking down the feel, build quality, strength curve, and overall value. And at the end of today's video, I'm going to tell you which one I'd buy if I could only keep one in my home gym. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and I'm not pulling any punches. We are going to start off with what you care the absolute most about when it comes to home gym equipment: cost. The GMWD V7 currently retails for $800, but you should never pay retail. They're always having some type of sale. As of today, with my code NOFATE247, it comes in at $600 with free shipping. The RitFit Gorilla also comes in as of today at $600. I also have a coupon code that should bring that price point down a little bit, and essentially it's a tie. They are both almost the same and so close that it really shouldn't matter. Now, full disclosure, $600 is still a lot of money even in 2026, but I have found out the hard way that when you go budget on these chest press and shoulder press plate loaded machines for your home gym, it is a clear example of you get what you pay for. Now, when it comes to space in a home gym, it is always limited and it is a precious resource. RitFit Gorilla comes in at the smaller footprint. On top of that, you can actually put the RitFit Gorilla right up against the wall so that you don't actually have to lose any additional space. Conversely, because of how it is designed, the GMWD does have to have a bit of space behind it so that you can not only load plates on the plate storage, but you can also get behind that machine and use the pop pin to raise and lower it. The seat versus no seat discussion. This is where things get interesting. The GMWD has its own adjustable seat, and it feels a lot more like the local plate loader machines at your gym. You walk up, you adjust the bench, and you just start lifting. The pros of that is it just feels like a dedicated bench, and that's usually why people buy these type of machines in the first place. They miss those plate-loaded machines from their local gym. Now, the RitFit Gorilla is the opposite side of that coin. It's got no seat whatsoever. You've got to bring your own, but I personally prefer this for a number of reasons. One, it saves a lot of space, and as we mentioned, in a home gym, space is at a premium. Number two, you all are shaped differently in terms of your body and size and height and weight. Listen, you want to be able to set up that chest press perfectly. You want to be able to position your bench either further in, further out, further up, further down, and having your bench away from the actual machine allows you to do that. With the GMWD, you're kind of like locked in to their positionings that they offer. And another minor issue that kind of pushes me towards the RitFit is that if you're a home gym enthusiast, your adjustable bench at home is probably going to be much better quality than what is given to you with any plate-loaded machine. So having the higher quality bench and probably having more angle options as well is another reason to give the win to RitFit. Both machines are designed to do essentially the same exact thing: bench press, incline bench press, and shoulder press. But with the RitFit, you're able to adjust the handles at multiple locations to really dial in where the height is in terms of your body, as well as where the grips are in terms of your hand. The GMWD still delivers on those exercises. It just doesn't feel like it has as much customization when it comes to positioning. You're almost like rather locked in to what they have set up. Now, as far as plate loading, they're both essentially the same. You just load the plates on. I will say, if I have to go for one versus the other, and this isn't really a functional aspect of the machine, more aesthetic, I like RitFits more because they've got more loadable sleeve space and they have almost like a hard chrome finish. The ones from GMWD are plastic and they certainly get the job done, but I wish they were a little bit longer, especially if you're rocking bumper plates. Before we get to probably the most important factor when it comes to these machines, how how they actually feel in terms of their strength curve. Let's talk about why you would want a plate-loaded machine in your home gym. And the truth is, we all miss the local gym for the good stuff, not the bad stuff. And one of the great things at your local gym are these plate-loaded machines. You walk up, you slap on some plates, and you can lift heavy, you can do high volume, you can do drop sets quickly, you don't need a spotter, and everything is self-contained. It's just one of those things where it allows you to crush some serious weight, do some damage to your body in a good way, but not really crush your central nervous system and need like a week or two to fully come back. And because these are plate loaded, you get to utilize the plates that you already own. So you don't have to spend boku bucks on a selectorized version. You're able to just capitalize on what's already existing in your home gym, but still have that local gym feel. Now, the next major difference is how these things actually move, right? On a lot of the budget ones that I've already said are no good, you're gonna find that the strength curve drops off and it's just like, it's fugazi. It just doesn't feel good. And you feel like you bought something off of Temu. And the truth is, the GMWD has a natural arc curve. So it gives you that like pressing motion. It gives you the ability to almost squeeze into that muscle, very much like a dumbbell, and it feels a lot more natural. And that is probably the preferred method when it comes to which of these feels better. Now the win is gonna go to GMWD, but let's not kick RitFit to the curb just yet. There are some positives with RitFit. It goes a long way with the fact that you can adjust the arms at so many different angles and positions and then readjust the handles. And on top of that, they actually give you a way to load bands. It's not some weird setup that you've got to rig on your own. It's actually a position. So you can put bands in there to equalize out that strength curve. And if you're like me and you do tend to do bodybuilding exercises, it means you get a really crazy pump and you're able to add a lot of resistance at the position in the exercise where you are the strongest. Real quick, if you're interested in either of these machines, check out the links in the description. They do support the channel, but as usual, you know I'm only gonna give you my honest opinion. Do remember when you use those links to let me know, because I'm gonna send you a small token of my appreciation. And when it comes to overall sturdiness, you're paying relatively solid price at $600. You don't want it to feel like some budget Amazon white labeled piece of junk. Both of them are exceptionally sturdy. They feel locked in. They don't feel like they're gonna move anywhere. Now, if I had to pick one over the other, and yes, this is splitting hairs, but that's what we're doing in today's video, I'm gonna go with the RitFit Gorilla. While GMWD was solid and it really wasn't going anywhere, especially when I had the plates on the weight storage, I'm gonna tell you GMWD seemed to be a little bit wider and a little bit more sturdy in terms of the overall design. Now, which of these is gonna last longer? You buy something for your home gym, you're not thinking about a week or a month, you're thinking decades from now. You wanna still be able to utilize this machine. And unfortunately, the GMWD is a great machine. It feels good, it looks good, it's reasonably priced, but there's more moving parts, believe it or not. Because there's more moving parts that go up and down, you got a pop pin, there's more ways for it to potentially fail down the road. I think that the RitFit Gorilla is a bit more of a simple design. I also think that there's less likelihood that it will fail. While both of these are probably gonna give you decades worth of use, gotta give it to the RitFit Gorilla. If looks could kill, I'd be an Uzi. Which one of these do I think looks better in your home gym? We know that it's not gonna give you any more gains, but for some of us, our home gym is kind of like a hobby and we want it to look really professional. The GMWD is more of your standardized machine. I will say it only comes in black, and for most people, that's gonna be just fine. But the RitFit Gorilla does have that red and black pattern that, you know, I tend to be a sucker for. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts. Which would I buy if I could only buy one with my hard-earned money? And that's gonna be the RitFit Gorilla. It just checks off the boxes that I'm looking for. It takes up less space, it's more sturdy, It's got a better look to it. It's got more room to load plates on the side. It's got the ability to add bands to not only throw some variety into your training, but also just give you that sick pump that we all seem to be chasing in the gym. Now, where both of these come in at the same price point, again, that does tend to lean towards the RitFit Gorilla for me. Now, the GMWD is fantastic. It feels good. It certainly delivers on expectations, especially at that $600 price point. I will say that as of today, the GMWD is going to be putting out a version 8, and that thing has like rotating handles. It's got all sorts of crazy stuff. I think they threw some AI in there as well. So be on the lookout for that. That may replace the version 7, and hopefully it comes in at the same price tag. If you're interested in either of these, check out the affiliate links in the description. Give the video a like and a subscribe, and of course, if you want more budget home gym equipment reviews, check out these 2 videos. As usual, thanks for watching, but don't save anything for the trip back.